Hey guys, Nina here, welcoming you to another reading from the Ladies of Horror Picture Prompt Monthly Challenge, hosted by Elaine Pascal on her channel, The Godmother of Horror. If you'd like to read along or read previously published pieces, please visit spreadingthewritersword.com or ladiesofhorror.com. In the meanwhile, enjoy the reading.
Lords of Chaos by Alyson Faye. The sullen purpling of the sky wasn't the main thing bothering Hannah, nor was it the never-ending crazy paving stones of the path. It was the lack of phone signal, the empty water bottle, and her sprained ankle. Every step sent millions of fire ants racing through her muscles. She sat slumped on a rock and held back tears. No point in losing more water. She glanced at her phone screen and the silent clamor of text she'd read 10 times. Don't go up there. Leave it, Hans. Forget him. You're on your own, girlfriend. Be it on your own head. Thunder rumbled in the distance. The so-called Devil's Steps meandered up toward the ancient burial mound of some long-dead king, or so the local lore went. Something squeaked and rustled in the heather. Hannah leapt up, stumbled, and fell, grazing her knees. Ow! Turn back or go on. He said he'd be there. He's testing me and our love. Hannah strapped her scarf and belt around her swollen ankle and limped on while the sky turned maroon, then plum. The rhyme she'd learned years ago at primary school trickled into her head. Never take the devil's steps, not in winter, ne'er in spring, not even when the sky is blue, and never when it's pink. His blind eye see you coming from his throne inside the mound. He who lives forever will keep you at his side. A fat raindrop landed on Hannah's shoulder. Head down, she limped on, watching the shadows consume the heather, until she had to use her phone torch to light the devil's steps. By 9 p.m., she was at the foot of the mound, soaked through, shivering, but in the glow of a lantern, she saw a pitched tent. He's here! I knew it! That'll show him! A tall shadow stepped out from the tent, waved at her, and Hannah hobbled on toward her lover, heart light with joy. Eldred embraced his latest love and savored his victory. Hannah had proved herself. Ignored the naysayers, walked for miles in pain, following the devil's steps. All of this under the pink sky which prophesied. He glanced at the mound, his father's burial tomb. Soon he would free him and share his crown. As his girlfriend snuggled him, Eldred felt the usual wave of revulsion for this pathetic human weakling. Behind them, the mound's surface began to crack and shudder, spewing out mud, bleached bones, and rocks. Hannah turned, horror-struck, and began to scream, but Eldred stood firm, a smile on his lips. It's time. The widest crack split further, becoming an opening they could walk into. Eldred grabbed Hannah's arm, dragging her toward it. No, get off me. I don't want... Exhaustion weakened her. The stink of wet earth and something fetid overwhelmed her. She gagged. Are those human bones? She pointed. Sacrifices, just like you will be, her love announced, expressionless. Together they entered the maw of the mound, wading ankle-deep in mud, Eldred tugging Hannah along. My lord is waiting. Who? What? Are you mad? Hannah tried to pull away. Rats the size of cats scuttled away from them. Gray vermin, Eldred spat. Begone! The tunnel opened up into a chamber. Hannah stood, stunned by the size of the tomb on the dais and the array of lavish grave goods at its base. Eldred strode over to the tomb, knelt and touched the carved stone sides. Father, I am come to free you. I have your final bride with me. Bride? What the... Hannah jerked back. Her eyes, meanwhile, ranged over the piles of golden treasure and heaps of dazzling gems. Her hand reached out for a diamond necklace, She couldn't help herself. As Eldred fastened it around her neck, the tomb lid slid sideways with a ghastly grating, and a spindly, fleshless figure climbed out, with eyes of jade and bones of coral. "Master," said Eldred, bowing, "take this offering. Come forth into the world. Chaos rules there. We will be lords of the Furies." The mythic king lurched towards Hannah, jaws open, black tongue protruding, and Hannah screamed.